Assalamu alaikum everyone! Welcome to my first vlog as a mother. I have been a mum for alhamdulillah 12 full days. Today's the first day that I felt up to pick up my camera up. It's the first day I put my Apple Watch back on. My hands are slightly less bruised than they have been. I've had a pretty rough recovery. Did not expect my labour to go down the way it did. I certainly did not expect the recovery to be that difficult. Physically really hard. I'm still in pain as I speak, and then mentally it's been pretty tough as well. I've had a lot of highs, a lot of lows. I think that's very normal postpartum in that 4th trimester period, but alhamdulillah, like getting the hang of things slowly. And it's been incredible having mum here, honestly. Like, she has just been doing so much, and she keeps saying like, I'm not doing much, but just like not having to worry about food, not having to even go into the kitchen. My mobility has been so impacted by the way that my baby girl was born. My main job has basically been to feed my baby, and everyone else around mum, Iqra, when Sophie was here for that first week, they've all been doing everything else. I've only changed like a handful of nappies, already started feeling like the mum guilt from that. But everyone keeps assuring me, you know, there's gonna be plenty of nappies for you to change, so don't even worry about it. But yeah, I just didn't expect recovery to be like that, honestly guys, and it's still ongoing. I'm hoping that this pain kind of stops in the next 2 days. Otherwise I'm gonna have to go to doctors and let them know that I'm still in pain and that there might be something wrong. I am on quite strong painkillers. They originally gave me paracetamol and ibuprofen. Well, they told me to use that, but dihydrocodeine, I think, is the one that I was on in the hospital, and my midwife did ask me if I felt like I needed it like sort of 6-7 days in, and I said yes, actually I think I do, because the pain, these painkillers are not cutting it. So she did prescribe me 30 of those. I am taking those sparingly because they are really strong, and one day I learnt the hard way because I took them too close together and I was very nauseous, and that was not fun at all. But yeah, I'm basically just swapping between painkillers, and I'm having like lots of good moments too, but there are some really tough moments. Anyway, less about that. Look at this beautiful backdrop behind me. My in-laws decorated our living room so beautifully. They've stuck these balloons on. This does say welcome home baby girl, but it's kind of fallen now. Baby girl over here. We've got this lovely baby sign here. Balloons that people brought. These balloons were all in hospital as well. Just stunning. This chair has been an absolute amazing like godsend. I've actually only been able to sit on this one because it doesn't put too much pressure when you're sitting down, you know what I mean? This cushion's been great too. I'll link that. I've been sitting with this sort of footstool thing when I've been in this room. This room is looking really cute. We've had a lot of guests, but luckily we did have the guests staggered, so we had them come like 5 days afterwards because of my recovery. Long story short, I got an infection as I was going into labour, and that just completely turned everything upside down to like what I thought it was going to be like. And obviously that's how it was meant to be at the end of the day. It was a lot, and I'm still obviously in a lot of pain. And to make things worse, yesterday randomly, like the last 48 hours, I've come out with this horrible rash. You can't really see it now, it has gone down thanks to steroid creams. All over my hands and feet, my back, my chest. I've had an allergic reaction to something, I have no idea what. That's just exactly what I needed as I was going through postpartum recovery. Baby is still sleeping, mashallah. I felt like the first 2 nights were really unsettled as it was because of the hospital and like being in a bay and having like 3 other upset babies. Oh, she's woken up. Our baby's woken up. Hello, my princess. Hello. Good afternoon. Listen to this newborn cry, guys. Hello. Hello, my baby. Hello, my little body egg. Hello. Hey, gorgeous girl. You were sleeping for so long. Yes, you were. You were sleeping for such a long time. Mummy was missing you. Right, guys, this vlog will resume shortly. on a rare day where I look presentable, so I thought I would pick up the camera. I was saying on Instagram that I really haven't filmed much of the first month, and she is now over a month. She's a month and a few days. One of the reasons is that alhamdulillah I was blessed to have a lot of family support. I went through something huge and life-changing, and the recovery was horrendous, so I just wasn't in the headspace to vlog. I've been filming clips on this camera though, like just for us, for our home videos. I really want to do that because obviously we've made a decision to not show her face. Like, her privacy is everything to us, but it doesn't mean that then I don't want to like have bits remembered. It's insane, guys, how much she's changed in 4 weeks. Like, it makes me want to cry. A lot of things make me want to cry right now because postpartum, that really makes me want to cry because I'm just like, where has the time gone already? It's crazy. Honestly, baby brain is such a real thing. Basically that's what I was saying, was that I've just washed the collector things, the Hukka dupes. Amazing. I would have had a newborn essentials video or a breastfeeding journey so far video up by the time this is up anyway. As I'm filming this, I've only just like uploaded videos that I managed to edit whilst I was still expecting Amani. I've not had a chance to sit down and edit since she's been here. I'm finding that like this week, especially because it's the first, because my sister-in-law left on Tuesday morning and we're now on Friday night, so it's the first week where it's really just like the three of us. Iqra is going back to work, of course he has to. It was so amazing having him by our side for like 3.5 weeks. Alhamdulillah, really helped. Obviously it was amazing to have my mum here too, my sister-in-law here, and I was able to really rest, alhamdulillah. Yeah, what we're finding with Amani's feeding at the moment is that she's waking up every hour and a half, and it's almost like she's not getting enough to feel full. That's one of the things that I think is a culprit. Another thing that is a culprit is up until today we had never swaddled her. Well, my sister-in-law managed to swaddle her once, and she was swaddled once in hospital. I found it too frustrating when she was getting so frustrated. First of all, today, Friday, was the first day that I went on a solo walk with her alone with our beautiful pram. I love it. I feel so bougie, especially with the fur hood thing that I've added. I just love it. It was only a 20-minute walk, but it did me the world of good. I feel so good for it. And I thought she would sleep pretty well because yesterday Amani and I went for a walk first time together, and she slept like a dream afterwards, but she just was not settling. She kept getting up, and I was on FaceTime with my family, and then my mum was like, why don't you just try this swaddle? Just try it, just have a go again. Obviously she's a little bit bigger now. Like when she was tiny and newborn, I was trying it, I was just like, oh, I can't do it. Like, she doesn't want to keep her arms down. She loves having her arms out, but her arms startle her all the time and she wakes up all the time. So yeah, I just tried it. I didn't do it perfectly, but the nice thing about these swaddles, the Aiden and Adis ones, which were on my registry, is that the hands can be out if the baby wants, and she definitely likes having her hands not entrapped. But the good thing is they're not up here, so usually when she's sleeping she does that in her sleep, as newborns do, the startle reflex, and she wakes up. But now alhamdulillah guys, she's been sleeping for, yeah, it's been 4 hours now, which is amazing. So I was able to have a little bit of rest there too. Sometimes I can't sleep. I am still recovering, I'm still healing. I'm having a lot of pain at the moment, and that I was able to have a over the phone doctor appointment today, and I was able to get some more medication, so hopefully that helps, because it's so frustrating. Like, you know, everyone says, oh, sleep when the baby sleeps, but like when you're in pain it's actually impossible to do that, and then suddenly it's like 4 a.m. and it feels like the night will never end, and it's exhausting, and baby's upset, you're upset. It's just a very long night. Is the house half as tidy as it was when everyone was here? No. Is there laundry piled up? Yes. And that's okay. That is okay. She has to come first. She's our literal baby who relies on us. If I'm not fed and rested, it's pretty hard to remain just breastfeeding for her. Yeah, and pumping as well. Like I said, I'm using the collector, so when I feed her on one side I put the collector on the other side, and I'm able to get some milk that way. And then I also have a pump. The pump that I have is this Pipetta one. I also use a Pipetta collector. I find pumping, I haven't been that consistent with it. Some people are like super on the ball, and what we decided is because she is waking up more often and it doesn't seem like her tummy is as full. It could be that now that she's got used to the bustle, she's used to having larger amounts, and that helps satisfy her stomach. And then obviously when she is feeding from me only, she's not getting as much in one go. So we did speak about it today with Iqra and and I am going to try and be more strict with myself, more consistent with pumping every 4 hours at least, to maintain that supply and demand, hopefully. So I'll keep you guys posted on the vlog. And then I started off with breast milk bags. I still have a few left. The thing is, they are not reusable. I just thought instead of doing that, let's get something that's a bit more long term. So I got these from Amazon. These are the SteriFeed little collector bottles. They hold 130ml in there, which is definitely a full feed for a newborn, like more than enough, like more than a full feed if anything. And with breast milk, once you can keep it in the fridge for up to, I think it's 4 or 5 days, and then once you have it out at room temperature, it can stay out for 4 hours. Usually she will either feed from me at the moment and then have a bit of top up with some in her bottle, and then we'll have some left over for later on if she wakes up again later. I'm feeling quite positive, especially after the successful swaddle, because I feel like she really needed that sleep. And it's not that I don't want her to be awake, of course I do, and I literally miss her when she's been sleeping for this long, because it's like, oh, my little sweetheart. But she needs sleep, she needs rest. She's a newborn, she's growing so much every single day, alhamdulillah. And so when she gets overly tired, you just feel rubbish as a parent, because you're like, why did I not spot the cues? And even if I did spot the cues, why couldn't I like help her and soothe her? For me, that's genuinely been the hardest thing about newborn life. It's not actually been the lack of sleep. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, some nights have been tough, like really tough, especially the first 2 weeks. Oof, we will not talk about that in this video. But the hardest thing for me has been the settling part, because I don't know why I just assume that like once you meet their needs, you've changed your nappy, you fed them, you burped them, they'll sleep. No. They need proper settling. And Amani, she loves us to walk up and down the hallway as if we have a 20,000 step goal, honestly. And I find it really tough. But I am thinking now, and I don't want to speak too soon, I don't want to jinx it for myself, but I'm thinking the swaddle is going to really help, because straight away today, she was so tired. I kept rocking her to sleep, put her down. She was getting up after half an hour, after 20 minutes. And then as soon as I put the swaddle on, a few times I saw her like startle and almost wake up. And then it just like that feeling of being snug probably just reminded her of being in the womb. And she stayed asleep. She stayed asleep, alhamdulillah. So yeah, really pleased about that. And my skin is not great at all. You probably can tell now. There you go. A nice up and close personal. Lots and lots of spots going on here. Partly it's hormonal, partly it's just because like most days I don't have time to cleanse my face and do my skincare routine, I'll be so honest, especially since everyone's gone. I just say to myself, like January I took it super easy. My goals were literally to rest, to recover, to just do my best with breastfeeding. February, I do want to set a little bit of a routine for myself. Even if she can't be in a routine because she's a newborn, that's fine. But I think I have to focus on like the time I do have and what I can do, which will help me feel more in control of my own time and feel better. Put a bit of makeup on because it makes me feel good. Make sure that, you know, my needs are met. I'm going to the toilet on time. It sounds so silly, but yeah, like making sure I'm super hydrated. So I literally have a checklist for every single day. It really does help. It makes a big difference. First of all, I'm like stuck between when she sleeps, do I sleep? And then sometimes she sleeps for such a short time, it's like there's no point. And then sometimes I just have to go up and attend to her again, or like feed her. Sometimes feeding can take up to an hour, which is absolutely fine. I know it's not going to be like that forever, but the time that I do have that I'm awake, there's so much to do, it's overwhelming. So if I just have a rough checklist of, right, if I get this done, then I'm good. And that's fine. And I'm setting my expectations low but attainable. A daily walk, if it's not raining outside, and when I say raining, like I mean heavily raining, is a must, because it has made a huge difference in 2 days to my mental health, my mental well-being, my positivity, everything like that. Fresh air, it does a lot of difference. Vitamin D, huge. There's a newborn in the house. That's all folks. Right, let me get to pumping.